If mosquitoes are eating you alive in your own backyard, don't spray them, trap them. I'm going to show you a $5 bucket they cannot resist, and it wipes out the next generation before it ever hatches. Let me tell you about a family right here in Western New York. Nice house, nice yard, big deck out back. And by the first week of July, they couldn't use any of it. The second the sun started going down, the mosquitoes came out. Not a few of them, clouds of them. The kids came in with bites up and down their legs. Dad tried grilling one night and gave up before the burgers flipped. And here's what nobody thinks about while they're scratching. The deadliest animal on earth isn't the shark. It isn't the snake. It's this. Mosquitoes kill close to 1 million people a year. Sharks kill about 10. And every summer, right here in New York, they find West Nile virus in local mosquitoes. Most bites are just an itch, but every one of them is a roll of the dice. So they did what most folks do. They bought the candles, they bought the torches, they fogged the whole yard twice, and 2 days later, the mosquitoes were right back. And here's the part that kept Mom up at night. Read the label on that fogger sometime. Keep children and pets off the area until dry. Don't let it drift onto the vegetable garden. So there she is, hosing chemical mist across the same grass her kids roll around on, the same grass the dog eats when nobody's looking. She's spraying poison where her family lives, and the mosquitoes still came back. Here's why none of that worked. Sprays and candles only fight the adults you can see tonight. But every female mosquito out there is laying up to 300 eggs at a time, and she only needs a teaspoon of standing water to do it. One bottle cap, one forgotten flower pot saucer. Those eggs hatch in as little as 7 to 10 days, egg to biting adult. So you can kill every mosquito in the yard on Friday. And by the middle of next week, there's a brand new army. And here's the kicker. That mosquito only lives a few weeks, but she can lay eggs every few days her whole life. You're not losing the battle. You're fighting the wrong one. Here's the good news. Most mosquitoes never travel more than about 300 feet from where they hatched. That's the length of a football field. The ones biting you were born in your yard or right next door. And that means you can get them where they live. The fix is a 5-gallon bucket, some water, a handful of grass clippings, and one little donut called a mosquito dunk. The dunk runs about $5 for a 2-pack at any hardware store. Here's how it works, and this is the part I love. That female mosquito is hunting for the perfect nursery. Warm, still water with a little rotting plant material in it. To her, this bucket is beachfront property. So she lays her eggs in your bucket instead of your gutter, and the dunk is waiting for them. It's a natural bacteria called BTI. It only affects mosquito and fungus gnat larvae. The eggs hatch, the larvae feed, and that generation ends right there in the bucket. And here's what matters. If you've got kids, dogs, a vegetable garden, or a pond, BTI doesn't harm people, pets, birds, bees, butterflies, or fish. No warning label telling you to keep the kids inside. No waiting for the grass to dry. This is the same stuff mosquito control districts drop in wetlands. You're not poisoning your yard, you're just canceling the nursery. All right, let's build it. It takes about 2 minutes, and I want you to put it in the laziest spot in your yard. Shady, out of the way, and let it get a little funky. The funkier that water gets, the better it works. Step 1, fill the bucket about 2/3 with water. Step 2, toss in a good handful of grass clippings, straw, or dead leaves, and give it a day or two to steep. That's your bait. Step 3, drop in the dunk. One dunk treats the whole bucket for a full month. So mark your calendar and swap it every 30 days through mosquito season. Step 4, if you've got raccoons or you're worried about critters, lay a piece of hardware cloth over the top. The mosquitoes fly right through the mesh, the critters stay out. And put it in the shade 10 or 15 feet away from where your family sits. Remember, you're inviting mosquitoes to this bucket. You want the party over there, not next to the picnic table. Now, the bucket handles the mosquitoes. Your job is to make it the only nursery in town. Walk your yard once a week and dump anything holding water. Plant saucers, kids' toys, the tarp over the firewood. A clogged gutter is a mosquito hotel, so scoop it out. Bird bath stays. Just change the water twice a week. And if you love your patio time, put a box fan out there. A mosquito tops out around 1 to 1.5 miles an hour. They're some of the weakest flyers in the insect world. A $10 fan on medium blows them right off course and beats every candle you've ever bought. That's not a sales pitch, that's just physics. 10 days later, I went back to that family's bucket, and I wish I could show you smell-o-vision, because that water was disgusting. And floating in it, hundreds of larvae that are never becoming mosquitoes. Meanwhile, the family, they ate dinner on the deck 3 nights that week. First time all summer. Give it 2 weeks. The first week, you're mostly fighting the adults that are already out there, so keep the fan running. By the second week, the new hatch just doesn't show up because it never happened. Every week after that, it gets quieter out there. Total cost. A bucket you probably already own, $5 in dunks, and 2 minutes of your time. Compare that to what that family spent on candles, torches, and fog before they called me. Set the bucket this weekend, swap the dunk once a month, and dump the standing water. Do those 3 things, and I promise you'll be back outside enjoying your own yard before the month is out. I'm Hank Walker. If this saved your summer, hit subscribe, because I've got more mosquito tricks coming, including the cheap repellent that actually works on your skin and the one thing on your porch that's attracting them every single night.